Oregon, using the language of the culture in Kiswahili. Jambo is the greeting, hello. Habarigani, what's the news? My responsibility as a storyteller is to share with you the culture of African American people. Utilizing the flag of our people, the red, the black, and the green, we like to teach the children and all cultures about the history of the flag of the African American people through story, rhythm, accented with the gypsy drum. Very simple. This will stay with you like an earworm. Red, black, and green. Most beautiful colors I've ever seen. Red, black, and green. The most beautiful colors I've ever seen. Red is for the blood. Black is for the people. Green is for the land. Now you understand why I say red, black, and green. The most beautiful colors I've ever seen. Now, what I'd like to do is have you use the African style of communication known as call and response. Like, I'll say the words, you say them back. Red, black, and green. Most beautiful colors I've ever seen.
Beautiful colors I've ever seen.
Red, black, and green. Most beautiful colors I've ever seen.
Most beautiful colors I've ever seen.
Red is for the blood.
Red is for the blood.
Black is for the people.
Black is for the people.
Green is for the land.
Green is for the land.
Now you understand.
Now you understand.
Why I say red, black, and green.
Red, black, and green. Most beautiful colors I've ever seen. Most beautiful colors I've ever seen. Most beautiful colors I've ever seen.
Interactive storytelling, using the ages-old traditions of the griot as an offspring of Jolly. I've learned that art of bringing an idea, a picture, an image to life. During this season, we like to use not only the teachings of red, black, and green, but in the holiday season, we share the traditions of the African American people through Kwanzaa. Those 7 days that are celebrated from December 26th until January 1st. There are 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and these 7 principles are intended to be used throughout the year. These principles of unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. Once again, with the rhythm of the drum, we like to teach those 7 principles, trying to use rhythm because we all understand that we learn in rhythm and repetition. We learn and retain things in rhythm and repetition. So I'm teaching through talking to the educators of how we enter into teaching the young people. And this is ages pre-K to post-life. I've done a couple of programs at funerals. One time, I really thought that we were going to bring him back because, you know, I was telling a story. It was good. It was like his life. And he was like laying there. I was like, you know, this is so good. Now he's just going to get up and say, yeah. But for school, pre-K to 12th grade, don't worry about the call of storytelling. Sometimes they say 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th graders are not going to enjoy storytelling. Don't let them tell you that. That's a fib. It's the difference between storytelling and lying. That's a lie. All right. Okay, these are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Umoja, kujichagulia, ujima, ujama, nia, kuumba, imani. Umoja, kujichagulia, ujima, ujama, nia, kuumba, imani. Each of the 7 principles in Kiswahili, then they translate into the American. Umoja, meaning unity. Kujichagulia, self-determination. Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Ujama, cooperative economics. Nia, purpose, Kuumba, creativity, Imani, faith. There are stories that go with each one of the principles, or we teach the principles just in and of itself, with the 7 candles and all of the 7 components of those 7 days of Kwanzaa. Also during this time, we like to celebrate our holidays. Of course, we have the celebration of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we use the dream piece. This is a writing exercise for young children to talk about their dreams, and to use the idea of poetry that comes from Langston Hughes, one of the best-known, greatest African-American writers of our time. We use the poem 1, Hold Fast to Dreams. For if dreams die, life is like a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For if dreams go, life is like a barren field, frozen with snow. To make the program interactive, I'll begin to ask the children what are they going to be when they grow up. And like all of us in this room, we still have our dreams of what we're going to be when we grow up. So y'all thought y'all was grown already? No, you're not. What you going to be when you grow up? Somebody tell me. Lawyer. Come on, somebody tell me. Athlete. Somebody else. An inventor. Come on, somebody. Teacher, those are your dreams. You hold on to those dreams. Lawyer, athlete, a teacher, an inventor. And you hold on to those dreams, little athlete, and you be those things that you aspire to be. You sing this little rhythm like this. They say, I won't let nothing stop me from my dreams. Stop me from my dreams. I'm not gonna let anything stop me from my dreams. Stop me from my dreams. One more time. Say, I won't let nothing stop me from my dreams. Stop me from my dreams. I'm not gonna let anything stop me from my dreams. Stop me from my dreams. When Kimberly Ann Elizabeth Hall went to school for the first time in the fall, she saw so many things for the very first time, like brown desks and blackboards. She heard bells that chimed. The playground had sand and tires and swings and boards you can slide down and big climbing things. She saw lots of children playing real nice, but somehow they were different, and that made her look twice. But don't get me wrong, they had regular heads and eyes, but some of their eyes were as blue as the sky. They had fingers and hands, arms, feet, and all, but they're not like me, thought Kimberly Ann Elizabeth Hall. It wasn't their ears, it wasn't their noses, their ankles, their feet, their teeth, their toes. It wasn't because they were fat or thin. It was the different color of their skin. Don't get me wrong, Kimberly Ann knew all well and good. There was lots of different colors in her neighborhood, but they were tan brown, beige brown, brown all around, that caramel brown, deep chocolate brown, blue, black brown, some kind of brown. No, never had Kimberly seen such a sight. That skin was different than hers, and she didn't think it was right. So Kimberly Ann asked her mama that night, would the kids like me better if my skin was white? They all play with each other, and they only play together. Does that mean having white skin is better? Her mama said, baby girl, your skin got nothing to do with who you are. It's what's inside of you. Whether you're black, brown, or white, you have a head with brains, you smile when you're happy, you get wet when it rains, you walk on your feet, you ride on your bike. So in lots of ways, lots of children are just alike. Some kids get all A's, and that means that they're smarter, not because of their skin. It's because they work hard. So maybe those kids are staying away because they think you think you're better than they. Maybe they don't know what to do. So I say, making friends is up to you. Kimberly Ann went to school the next day. She asked her new classmates, may I please play? And all those children said, yeah, they were glad she came. She taught them all this fun new game. She ran home after school. She said, Mommy, you were right. Lots of us children are just alike. It doesn't matter if you're black, brown, or white. Big girl, how'd you learn this news? Well, Melissa and I, we have the same kind of shoes. It sounds just like when Judy Ziegler and I sneeze. We all say, excuse me, and thank you, and please. All of us knows our A, B's, and C's. We count to 10 going 1, 2, 3. None of us like eating broccoli, spinach, or cheese. I'm going to be a doctor. And so is John Mandy, because we all get sick when we eat too much candy. So who cares if I don't look like Vinny or Patty? as long as I'm loved by my mommy and daddy. She gave her mama a hug, so I know the daddy